very much. I appreciate that. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get started here. Welcome to the Ardyss Connect call. We host this call every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This is Clement Boyd. I am Vice President of Sales for the English-speaking market in the U.S., also the Caribbean. And I am always excited about getting on these calls, especially what's about to happen in these calls. I'm always inspired when I hear different people share nuggets and tips and just things that are happening in the field. The reason why I'm so excited about that is because these people are just like you. These are people that are building the business. They're doing the things that you do on a daily basis, and I love this to hear testimonials. So with that, we're going to go ahead and get started. This is a special call to me because we are actually highlighting the Caribbean region. This is all about the Caribbean tonight. I wanted the light to shine on them. So we have 3 special guests from the Caribbean, different countries who will be represented. But we got some phenomenal people. So with that being said, what I would like to do is I would like to call to the line our very first guest. Her name is Margot Smith. She is from the great country of the Bahamas. She is an advisor in the business. And Ms. Smith, are you on the line with us? Ms. Smith, are you on the line with us?
Yes, I'm on the line.
All right. Well, first I want to say welcome to the Ardyss Connect call.
Thank you, sir.
Much star six from their line. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. I'll figure the background noise. You can hear star six, I appreciate it, or you know your phone. I'm hearing some way in the background. But I want to keep the call very clean and clear if at all possible. So, Ms. Morrow, I apologize for that. Thank you. One second here. Hold with some tight. Hello, Louisa, you're on. Maybe you can mute the call off for me.
Hello.
Just 1 second, Ms. Smith. I don't want to lift your second.
All callers are muted and they can unmute themselves.
Okay. Ms. Smith, are you still there?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Thank you for that. I apologize for that. Excuse me. So let me go ahead and give her another proper introduction. She is from the great country of the Bahamas. She is an advisor in the business, and she's going to be sharing with us tonight a business testimonial. She was one of 3 people that was selected, and she's going to share some of her success with us that she's been having in her business. And also, she's going to give us some tips. So I have my pen and paper ready, and I'm looking forward to hearing what she has to say. So with that, Ms. Smith, I'm turning the call over to you.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Go right ahead.
Okay, I use the plan hours because I have heavy bleeding every month. Hello?
Yes, we're here.
Okay, all right. Yeah, so I use the plan hours every month because of heavy bleeding, and I use like 3 or 4 overnight pads because it was really severe. But since using the plan hours, I have no complications at all. The bleeding has ceased. It's just like a regular, normal monthly now, and it's not painful, but I had to take like plenty pills to really kick that pain out. But the plan hours, it really helped me a lot. And I have like bad migraine at the Fran Allo help you with that also.
Awesome. 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 That's testimony. So are you actively, what has been some, well, first of all, thanks for sharing that tip regarding, that testimony regarding your product. Has there, I was told as well that you have been having some success in your business. So what has been some business testimonials that you've experienced over the past, let's say 30 days or even 60 days? And what are some tips you've been doing to increase your business?
Well, I've been doing a lot of before and after pictures of Facebook with the same outfit. Like for Mother's Day, I wore a dress, and I've been using the 72-hour plan along with the red label. And last week, I wore the dress again, and everyone was saying like, "Wow, what did you do? Inbox me. What's your number? I need to call you." You know, so yeah, the products are really, really good. Everything I wear now is something I took picture in and wore before. So my Facebook inbox is like light up right now.
That is awesome. Awesome. Definitely.
All callers are muted. All callers are unmuted. All callers are muted and they can unmute themselves.
Okay, sorry about that. Okay, that is awesome. Can you hear me okay, Ms. Smith?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sorry about that. That is awesome. We've always are taught that a picture is worth 1,000 words. So the before and after pictures definitely are some things that work in the business. In the previous business that I was in, that's all we did. And we used to just basically flood Facebook with before and after pictures as if an additional tool to build our business. Yeah. So I definitely know the power of pictures. And I hope that all of you are using before and after pictures. There were times in business when I was in the field, we had a lookbook and we just have picture after picture after picture. And we go sit down with a prospect or even a potential customer. They would see that lookbook and they were already done before we even presented them the information.
Exactly.
So yeah. Awesome stuff. Do you have anything else you want to add before we go to our next guest?
The only thing I can say is use the product. Be a product of the product. Just keep using it before and after pictures. Do not say color know your product. Be confident in yourself. You know, you might not get every sale, but as long as you use your product that people will see, they will come to you. Partnering with Ardyss has really changed my life.
Awesome. We appreciate you, Ms. Smith. Thank you for sharing your story on the call tonight, and I hope everyone took some notes on that. Before and after pictures is a huge tool for your business. All right, and I'm going to go over to another. You're absolutely welcome. We're now going to go over to another country that I had a chance to spend some time in. My significant other and I, and these people in this particular country treat us like a king and queen. So I want to go ahead and introduce. I don't want to say the name wrong, so I'm going to say the last name. Miss Ann Busby, and she is a manager in the business, and she's from the great country of Anguilla. And she too will be sharing some business testimonial, potentially a product testimonial, and also some tips. So make sure you have your pen and paper. Miss Ann Busby, are you on the line with us?
Good night, Mr. Boyd.
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you. Yes, ma'am, we can hear you perfectly. Thank you for being on the call with us.
You are most welcome. My name is Manager Sherita Ann Busby from the 35 Square Mile Island in the Caribbean region, Anguilla. And tonight I am humbled and on a high right now to have been given this opportunity today. I thank God for the Diaz de Leon family. I thank God for Papa Antonio, for his vision, for his persistence, and for his commitment to this company. Ardyss International is my very first network marketing company that I've ever been in. I never thought that I would have loved network marketing, but I am so in love with Ardyss. I was introduced to Ardyss by President Kimber and Jerome Southwell here in Angola in September 2013. I primarily joined for weight loss reasons, but the beauty of the products is that you use them to address one health issue and other issues are being corrected in the process. I used to have terrible acid reflux. That is now history. Thank God for the cran aloe. I used to have high blood pressure issues. That is now history, thanks to the Lviv Red and the Omega 369. And one of my biggest testimonies is that in 2012, I developed a terrible infection that damaged my fallopian tube. And the doctor said that I would have difficulties conceiving again in my lifetime. And my husband and I keep trying, and to no avail, nothing happened. But on our 4th month of consistently taking our Ardyss products, I conceived, and today have a healthy baby boy. And I thank God that President Kimber persistently contacted my husband on Facebook to get me to join this awesome company. And President Kimber and I have developed a connection that I would not have known if I didn't join Ardyss. And to me, it's deeper than she being my upline. I am accountable to her in this business. Another thing I love about the company is the fact that it allows me to do the business with my husband. He may not be as vocal as I am, but everywhere he goes, he promotes these products. He's a tremendous support, and we stand by the principles and the values of this company. I always say to people that Ardyss is not just about product consumption. I am always so amazed that every Ardyss event I attend, whether I attend it physically, view it, or listen to it regionally or internationally, the God factor stands out. Faith stands out. Family pride stands out. Oh my goodness, and the product testimonies are remarkable. And let me say this, Mr. Boyd, I appreciate my direct upline daily, and they know that. But the Caribbean region, we have a dynamic leader in the person of Platinum President Anastasia Lewis. And this woman is no respecter of persons in my book. She doesn't care who you are, what path of life you come from. She pushes you to bring out the greatness in you. The daily nuggets that she leaves on our Facebook pages, the tips that she consistently provides to the Caribbean team, they have helped me tremendously in this business, and I have learned so much from this woman. I'm even afraid to say that if it wasn't for Platinum President Anastasia Lewis and her leadership, I would have quit doing Ardyss as a business long time ago. I would still be using the products, yes, but I would not have been the leader I am today. So I thank God for her, and I push Ardyss hard. I remember in the year 2014, a Saturday morning, I was Skyping into a Super Saturday event in the Bahamas, and my granddaddy, Ardyss Platinum President Robert Lewis, he said, "Go hard or go home." And those words really stuck with me. And whenever I think of slowing down, I tell myself, girl, you better go hard or go home. So you can imagine, Mr. Boyd, that when I stand before people and I say an appointment with Ardyss has changed my life, I say it with conviction. I say it with passion, because I know that what the product has done for me and my family. I see every day how the connections that God allowed me to make with other members in the Ardyss Caribbean team in Anguilla, in St. Martin, in Bahamas, the leadership of Ardyss International in general have enhanced my life. And if I was to leave a tip with the fellow distributors tonight, I would leave the words of H. Jackson Jr. Brown. And he says, as we climb the ladder of success, be sure it's leaning against the right building. And in this season I am in my life right now, Mr. Boyd, I strongly believe that Ardyss International is the right building to lean on. And I thank God that as I climb my ladder of success, I am surrounded with so many dynamic leaders in Ardyss International. I thank God for Ardyss, and I thank God for the connections that he has placed in my life. And I hope whatever I said tonight has touched someone out there.
Wow. Well, we thank God for you. And thank you for just being, man, just a phenomenal voice. I'm kind of off the words here. I was taking a lot of notes, but there's so many things I want to talk about that you just mentioned, because you shared a mouthful. The first thing that I love is the products. I've shared with people before that you really, most of us don't realize what we have in our these products. These products are simply phenomenal. I go back to myself when I was in the field building, we did not have the quality of products that we have here at Ardyss, and we still did well. But I just look at myself like, if I would have had my access to products like these, this is truly a company that you can build a business independent of the opportunity, because the products are so good. And there's testimonial after testimonial after testimonial after testimonial. So if you are not sharing the message about artists and artists in the world, as our founder says, in my opinion, you're being selfish. You know, we heard a story about this lady she was having some challenges with her fallopian tube, so she would never be able to conceive. And by taking our product after 4 months, she was able to conceive. How phenomenal was that? Life was had because of products that we take and consume on a daily basis. Don't take these products for granted, ladies and gentlemen. These are some phenomenal products. Another thing that I wanted to share with all of you that I picked up from what you just said is there's a family atmosphere within the team that she's a part of. Even though there's accountability and there's a I won't say requirements, maybe that's a good word, requirements. There's accountability there that they expect excellence from each other. So the fact that they expect excellence from each other, they hold each other to higher standards. So that's something that I want all of you, ladies and gentlemen, to make sure that you're implementing in your team. The next thing I heard her talk about, she talked about her upline to Southwell. She gave great respect to her platinum president, Anastasia Lewis. She said out of her own, I'm not saying this for her, she said out of her own mouth that she would have still taken the product, but she may not be here with the business opportunity if it was not for her platinum. What that says to me is, I learned a long time ago from our pastor that leadership sets the tone. Everything rises and falls in leadership. John Maxwell said it best. Okay, I'm sure many of you have heard me say many times, people don't follow companies, people don't follow products, people follow people. And it's an awesome testament to the Southwell and Anastasia Lewis that she's developed. They both couples, the Lewises and the Southwells, have developed themselves into the type of people that others want to follow. So again, personal development, your leadership, these are keys that not only will help you in Ardyss, but will help you in life. So I encourage you, I hope all of you are taking notes, because this was some phenomenal information she just shared with you. So thank you very much for being on the call and just share. I could just feel your passion. So thank you for sharing that with us. I'm smiling ear to ear here. So thank you so much, Ms. Ann Buckley, for that. I'm gonna go back. Awesome. We're gonna go back to the great country of the Bahamas. We have a young lady on the call. She has made the prestigious rank of director, and excited that she's going to be on the call with us as well. Share her tips, share her testimony. So Miss Anila Clark, are you on the line with us?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Thank you for being on the call with us.
And thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited, and I'm between having my jaw drop open and my hands writing with these amazing testimonies. So thank you both ladies for sharing what you did about your experience with Ardyss. This truly is the most exciting thing, and I'm happy that Ardyss happened to me. I echo the sentiments of thanks for the Diaz de Leon family that's adopted us into their family. And, you know, my thing with Ardyss is I just always wish I had known about it sooner, because my heart for Ardyss and the reason why I'm still here helping people is because I really want to help someone like I didn't have the opportunity to help my father, who passed away having had kidney disease as a complication of diabetes. So for me, every person that will allow me to help, I will help with the awesome products in Ardyss. And I remember saying a long time ago, before I even read a book that I saw it in, that if I didn't financially benefit from the products of this company, I would still take them, and I definitely would give them to my last living parent, my mom, because I've had an undeniable experience with the products of Ardyss International. And at the same level of having that kind of experience with the products, I've had that experience with our leadership and our team. We're truly our family. Ardyss has taught me about family. Of course, we're faith first, because we have to have a faith in someone outside of ourselves to believe and to go at it another day. Some days are harder than others. Some days are easier than others. If we don't have faith, we have nothing. But we truly have a family that won't let you slunk. I hope my American family understands what I mean by that. Our family won't allow you to not fulfill your potential. So when we talk about the leadership in our platinum president, she's the woman who, when I started ordering products, who wasn't interested in business, she's like, okay, you need to recruit so you can make some money. My president, Kenya Bo, is the woman who put me in the angel bra and created what I affectionately call a monster, because I just wanted to make sure that every other woman I came in contact with had the same experience that I did. So a recent experience that I had was putting a woman in an angel bra. And when I went to this lady's house, I realized I did not have my measuring tape. So I want to give business tips tonight. My first tip is what not to do. What not to do is to show up unprepared like I did, without your tools, without your measuring tape, without your measuring chart, without your angel bra kit, your reshaping garment, your nutrition, something to give people an experience with Ardyss, because the experience is everything. Everything. Because I had seen people transform, you know. I had seen other people experience it, but until my president and upline, King Yubo, put me in an angel bra, I knew nothing about this incredible experience that really changed my life. So now I'm at this lady's place and I don't have my measuring tape. But what I did have is confidence that I had the skill to help her. Why did I have confidence in that skill? Because my platinum president, Anastasia Lewis, and my president, King Yubo, they made sure that I added some skill to all of my passion, my enthusiasm, my excitement, and my ignorance on fire as it relates to the angel bra. They made sure that even though I messed up so many times, ordered so many wrong sizes, they made sure that I had the skill, or I developed the skill to get things right. And I developed that skill through practice, practice, practice. That practice happened where at showcases, where every time we put a woman in a body magic, I had my angel bra kit and I offered, can I reshape them in the bra as well? Can I do that? Because even though it may have been another one of my sister's prospects, it was my practice. It was my opportunity to hone and develop my skill, so that just by looking at this woman, I was able to say, I know what size she's going to be. My next tip will be this: have products available, because people really want what we have. I made sure, even before I went to this lady, that I had at least 2 or so sizes in what I think was going to fit her, because I've had so many women that refuse to take off my angel bra when I put them in the garment. So I had to have some products available so she could walk away happy instead of having to wait for me to order it. Or, you know, let me see if I can find it. She was able to get her products right away, and that made her happy, and it made me fulfill my job to her. And the other thing with this experience is that this lady had on a breast cancer awareness t-shirt. So I took the opportunity to educate her about the fact that not only is this angel bra making her look fabulous and flawless, but it's an anti-cancer bra. It's helping to protect her from the risk of breast cancer. So my final tip in that would be know a little something about your product. Like I heard echoed from several of the other women is, and even yourself, Vice President Boyd, is that we can't undervalue this product. Our products are so incredible. It's a disservice to the people that we serve if we don't educate ourselves about it. Because we have to know what we have in order to value it and in order to transfer that value or the acknowledgement of that value to the person that we want to assist with achieving the kind of health that we have. And just in closing, I'll say, right now we've officially entered Showcase Summer. And I'm so happy that our whole team, throughout the Bahamas, in Nassau in particular where we are, we're working together to coordinate, to get together and give people experiences, because people need an experience with Ardyss so that it can change their lives the way it's changed ours. So again, thank you for the opportunity to share. Thank you to my platinum. Thank you to my president, to all of my family from advisor straight on up to platinum president. You all inspire me. You all keep me driven. You all are a part of the reason why I am Ardyss. And this appointment that I've had with Ardyss has definitely changed my life.
Wow. Man, Miss Clark. I really appreciate what you just shared with us. Another good, man, just another testimonial where so many tips, so many tips. The first thing I want to say that I've noticed about the Caribbean teams is there's a huge level of edification throughout the entire team. I mean, you heard her, you heard the other ladies speak about how much respect they have for the leadership. And I'm just going to share with all of you, ladies and gentlemen, that if you're not edifying your leadership, you're missing the boat. I've shared this on many calls before when I've been out doing different training. Edification is the key to this business, because if you edify your leadership, your guest, your prospect or your customer will do more of what your leader is directing them to do if the edification is done properly, and they will even do for you. I was talking a long time ago as well. My mother will listen to you, your mother will listen to me because she doesn't know me. So the edification is done properly. The person wants to know what this individual is all about. And that's something that is very, very, very strong within the Caribbean community, and I love it. So I just want to give you, all of you, kudos for that. But I love what you said additionally. She talked about she was happy that Ardyss happened to her. And that's pretty huge. I mean, you're talking about a situation where we have products that could have potentially helped family members that were in her family. So it's you can hear the passion in her voice as well. It's serious for her. The bra with the anti-cancer, that's serious for her. You can hear the conviction in her voice. Next thing that I thought was pretty incredible was she talked about tools. Talked about tools from the standpoint of being prepared, and she also talked about having product available. And I would just share with all of you expectations. How would you know? I mean, how would you feel? Or what would you value? How would you feel? What would you do if you knew for sure you're going to sign up or enroll a Dorothy Cook? Would you have product on hand? Would you have tools on hand? If you're going to enroll a Reggie Flanagan, today was going to be the day that you're going to enroll a Reggie Flanagan, but you didn't have any tools, so you couldn't expose him properly. You couldn't put the right product in his hands properly. How would you feel that you missed out on one of the biggest producers in the history of Ardyss because you didn't have the right tools? You have to have expectations. So what she was really talking about there was expectation. That's incredible. I'm glad she said it, and I'm going to end with this one. Showcases. I've been in talks with the different leadership across the country, across the world, and we all know that showcases have been the backbone to our business. So you got to do showcases, ladies and gentlemen. that needs to be a culture that we promote. You're going to see more things from corporate promoting showcases. So I'm giving you a hint, clue. You definitely want to develop a culture of showcases within your different teams. So, Ms. Clark, I want to say thank you again for being on this call. Thank you for just pouring your heart out with us and just giving us so many great tips. We really, really appreciate it. And I want to give thanks to Ms. Smith, Ms. Ann Busby as well, because all of you just shared your hearts, and I can hear the conviction in every one of your voices. So we appreciate that from corporate. It's always great to hear from the field. And for me, being a former distributor, I love to hear from names that we don't necessarily hear all the time. So this is awesome because there's someone on this call right now or watching online live that this testimonials that were just shared with us could change their businesses. So this is incredible. I hope all of you are really grasping what just happened over the last 30 minutes, because just true, there could be at least one tip that can completely change your business, okay? So that being said, I challenge all of you this weekend, schedule a showcase. Schedule a showcase. Schedule a showcase. We've been doing trainings with the different leaders across the country, and we want to make sure that people are having showcases, three-way calls. These are fundamental parts of the business. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and end this call. We want to thank all of you for participating. Thank you again to our lovely guests that shared their hearts. We definitely appreciate you. So with that being said, all of you have a great rest of the night, and always remember, an appointment with Ardyss will change your life. Good night, everyone.